So you've been dreaming about it for months, maybe even years. A solo backpacking trip. Just you, your gear, and the open trail. No one to answer to, no one to slow you down. But as exciting as it sounds, let's be honest. The second you start actually planning it, doubt starts to creep in. What if I forget something? Something important? What if I get lost? What if I pick the wrong destination? Planning your first solo backpacking trip is both empowering and intimidating. You don't want to look back and realize you made avoidable mistakes that cost you time, money, or worse, your safety. That's why in this video, I'm going to give you 10 essential tips that will make your first trip a success and help you dodge the rookie mistakes that too many first-time backpackers make. So grab a pen or pull out your notes app because you're going to want to take notes. Tip 1, you're going to start off with a backpacker-friendly country. So you're going to pick a destination that's beginner-friendly, safe, social, and affordable. Go where it's tourist-friendly, especially depending on where you're starting from. If you're in Europe and looking to get away, I suggest Thailand or the Philippines because they're affordable and a lot of people are traveling there and doing similar things. If you're in the United States, I recommend Panama, Costa Rica, Peru, Colombia, or even El Salvador. When I first went on my solo trip, I started out in the Dominican Republic, and it was perfect for me because it's not too far from home. The Dominican Republic is a small country. You can get around easy and you can see a lot. They even have tourist police, which made me feel more comfortable. It was budget friendly, had great weather, beautiful beaches, and super friendly locals. That trip gave me the confidence to keep traveling and explore other countries. Some mistakes to avoid when choosing your first destination. Choosing a remote or expensive country where the language, transportation, or cost of living. For example, if you're in Europe, I wouldn't suggest coming to Canada or the United States. It's expensive here and you'll burn through your budget fast. Brazil, I wouldn't recommend it as a first stop because it's a massive country, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can easily get lost or worse. Then choosing the right country is enough. That's just the start. Now let's talk about what to do when you land. Make sure when you guys arrive, book the first 2 to 3 nights in advance. Arriving in a new country can be overwhelming. Make sure to do your research and prep. Watch YouTube videos, read blogs, even look up Instagram posts where you're going before you land. I recommend staying in the city you fly into for the first 2 to 3 days of your trip, just so you can get a feel of the place. If you're someone who enjoys privacy, book an Airbnb. It's usually affordable outside the country. If you want to meet new people and don't mind shared spaces, hostels are great options. Just don't wait until the last minute to book. You do not want to be searching for a hostel or Airbnb in the middle of the night. Showing up late at night with no reservations. I did that once before. When I was traveling in Bogota, I booked my Airbnb last minute as soon as I landed. It was terrible because I ended up in a location I didn't know, and I ended up in an Airbnb apartment that was disgusting. And what I had to do was find a cleaner spot in a safer area, but I had to do that now in the middle of the night, which was very dangerous. Don't be me. Don't forget to subscribe if you're planning your first solo backpacking trip and you want to do it right in 2025. Tip 3, pack light. Seriously, you don't need a full closet. You don't need any extra carry-ons. You don't need extra bags. Trust me, you only need that book bag. A 40-liter backpack is more than enough. Make sure you bring extra charging cables and grab a universal plug adapter. You'll need it in other countries. Don't overpack out of fear. There are laundromats and washing machines where you're going. Just wash your clothes. I traveled for 3 months in South America with 3 t-shirts, 2 long sleeve t-shirts, and 2 pairs of shorts and basic toiletries. And honestly, I feel I packed too much. Don't overpack. You're going to hate yourself at the end of the trip, I promise. You are going to be carrying a heavy bag all around, and it's just going to be slowing you down. So make sure you pack light, and mostly anything you need, you can buy there. Now that you've packed light, let's keep it organized and efficient. I want you guys to use packing cubes or compression bags. These keep your stuff organized and compact. And when you're at the airport security and they want to check your bag, you won't be scrambling to refold your clothes in the security line. Packing cubes keep everything sealed and protected. They also make packing and unpacking faster and less stressful. Just storing stuff in your backpack, you'll waste time and probably forget what you packed. But with your packing cubes, you have everything organized and the sections you want it in. Tip 5, download offline maps plus travel apps. Before you leave, download Google Maps, Offline, Maps.me, Rome to Rio, Hostelworld, and Google Translate. These you're definitely going to need. You won't have cell service, especially in these rural areas. Instead of relying on Wi-Fi or roaming, get a SIM card, buy a phone plan there. It won't be as expensive as back home because you're going to need connection and you want to stay connected while you're exploring. You've got the apps. Now let's talk about budgeting for the unexpected. Tip 6, have a backup emergency fund. I always stash $200 to $300 of emergency cash in an extra credit card somewhere safe and separate from your main wallet. Also, bring an emergency credit card, preferably one with non-foreign transaction fees, and consider using more apps like Wise, PayPal, or Western Union. My credit card got flagged when I was in Argentina, so I couldn't reach my bank, but I had a backup credit card ready, and it was terrible because my phone didn't work in Argentina. I had an Argentina cell phone plan, but they kept trying to contact my United States number. But besides that, I was able to switch cards and use that to pay for what I needed. And when I got back to where I was staying, I was able to contact the banking and get everything sorted out. Just make sure you guys have extra cash and extra cards ready to use just in case. You never know when you're going to need it. Relying on one item just to pay for things, make sure you have options. Apple Pay, credit cards, crypto, whatever works for you. Tip 7, don't overplan. Leave room for adventure. A loose plan is smart, but if you overschedule every detail on your trip, you'll miss out on the best part, which is freedom. The best thing about traveling alone is doing everything on your schedule. You don't have anyone to slow you down or tell you what to do. Hey, if you want to hike up the waterfall, go hike up the waterfall. But if you don't, you just want to stay in your apartment and eat foreign McDonald's like I did, just do it. When I was in Ecuador, I met some travelers who invited me for a hike to a waterfall. I didn't feel like doing it before, but I was like, why not? I want an adventure. That day turned out to one of the best part of my trips traveling through Ecuador. Tip 8, stay aware, not paranoid. Be alert, guys, but not afraid. Most people are good, but always trust your instincts. Make sure you guys share your itinerary with someone you trust and also share your location. You never know what will happen. Stay in public places at night. And if you're going to be walking alone at night, don't be out too late. I usually try to be back in my room around 8:30. Don't be too quick to trust strangers and make sure you be very cautious. I once gave a taxi driver my phone so he could correct the address. He tipped himself $100 through my phone. He tipped himself $100 US. I didn't realize it until I got out the car and I settled down to where I was, but it could have been worse. He could have tipped himself $500 or $1,000. And now I'm trying to fight to get my money back. I can't use my card because it's maxed out. I was able to get my money returned, but guys, lesson was learned. Make sure to not overshare with anyone. You don't know what's their intention and you need to be cautious. You never really know that person truly. Tip 9, learn basic phrases in the local language. Just knowing hello, thank you, and how much can make a huge difference. For example, when you're in Latin America, saying gracias or buenos dias make locals more friendly and helpful. Make sure you guys understand the numbers of what you're going to be working with and also the conversion rate. Will take you a long way, especially in a foreign country. The locals will appreciate it, especially when you're trying. When you're traveling, don't expect too many people to know your native language, especially us Americans. Too many times we want everyone to speak English, but truly, not everyone speaks English. The country you're traveling to isn't your home country, so you'll need to be patient. And yes, Google Translate has limits, so keep it simple and be respectful. Trust me on this. Tip 10, embrace the awkward moments. You're going to get lost, you're going to get confused, and you're going to get overwhelmed. But that's okay. It's part of the journey. I took the wrong bus and ended up in a town in Colombia I had never heard of. It was called Popayán. And it was one of the most chillest cities in Colombia I've ever been to. Good people there who I still communicate with today. It was actually one of the best days of my whole trip. Don't let one mistake ruin your mood or your mindset. Just roll with it. My AirPods were stolen and I was mad at myself for days. But instead of staying upset and being mad the whole time, I just had to learn from my mistakes and keep moving. Your first backpacking trip is going to change you. It's going to challenge you, inspire you, and teach you more than you can imagine. But with these tips, you'll travel smarter, safer, and way more confidently. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, drop a comment and tell me where you're planning to go. And of course, subscribe for more solo traveling advice. And if you like this video and you want to know more about the packing cubes I mentioned earlier, check out this video right here or go down to the link in the description. I've got some awesome channels to share with you. First up, Cam Morris, where I tackle debt, finances, and smart money moves. If you love traveling, check out Cam Travels, where I vlog my adventures around the world, just me and my backpack. Next, there's Cam Unplugged, my reaction channel, where I give unfiltered takes on trending topics and all the wild discussions happening now. And finally, Cam 365, daily vlogs with meal prepping, gym motivation, and lifestyle inspiration to keep you going. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button on all my channels and join me on this incredible journey.